So I go and lie down on the sofa and pull the throw over me. Jill bought it from IKEA. Big purple furry thing it is. I never really like the look of it, but it is warm and I am shivering a bit. Maybe I nod off for a moment, but when I open my eyes again, Jill is there. She just comes in from the hall, stands in the doorway, and looks at me. "Hello, love," she says. "What's the matter with you, then?" I don't know what to say. She can't really be there. I know that. But she is. She's just standing there. "Nothing to say, love. That's not like you," she says. I can feel the blood draining from my cheeks. It's so cold. And my eyes are swimming a little as I look at her. I don't seem to be able to keep them focused. The light from the window is so bright. I need to close the curtains. Push myself up to sitting again and look at Jill, and she's smiling at me, but doesn't really seem to be looking at me. I stand up. Fortunately, all the pain seems to have stopped. I go over towards the window to pull the curtains closed, but I turn back and look at Jill, and she's still looking at the couch. And I follow her gaze, and there I am, lying on the couch still. My eyes are closed and my mouth is open, and it looks like I'm asleep, but with a painful expression on my face. I'm so confused. Why is Jill here? What am I doing over there when I'm really over here? And then there's a noise outside, and I turn to see an ambulance arrive. Lisa must have called the ambulance. Well, why would she do that? Jill is just standing there. "Jill," I say, and then she turns to look at me where I am. Not at me, lying on the couch. "Are you coming then?" she says. "Coming?" "Yes, love," she says. "That thing's no good to you now, is it?" She nods over to where I'm still lying on the couch. I don't understand. "What's to understand, love? It's time," she says. Then there's a knocking on the front door. Someone's shouting. "Hello, Mr. Mason, are you in there? Can you hear me?" But I can't say anything. I just look at Jill. She's still smiling. "Come on, love, it'll be all right." Then she holds out her hand to me as if to lead me somewhere. "But I need to let them in," I tell her. "And Lisa's on her way over." "Lisa will be fine, don't you worry. She can let them in when she comes." "I suppose," I say. "She's got a key." "Oh, no. Of course she has, love. She'll let them in. Shall we go out the back way?" And she goes out the door. Walks down the hall towards the kitchen. None of it makes any sense. So I start to follow her. But as I go past myself lying on the couch, I just bend down and touch my cheek. It's warm. I can feel my fingers on my own cheek. And then I'm awake, lying on the couch, and the noise from the front door is thumping in my head, and my chest is really painful. I push myself up and stand up, and my heart is pounding, and the pain in my arm It's shooting down to my fingers. But I managed to get out into the hall and turn the knob on the front door before I clumped down onto the floor. Everything's a bit blurry after that. I can tell that things are happening around me, but I'm not really sure what. There seem to be a lot of hands and faces leaning over me, and people talking to me and asking me questions, but I can't keep the words in my head to answer them. I'm lying in the hall, and someone is pushing at my chest for a long time. Push, 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 thump, 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 and every time they push, my head hits the floor. But then I hear Lisa's voice. I can't see her, but I can feel someone take my hand and just squeeze it really tight. And then the people are asking her the questions, and because it's her voice, I can hear her really clearly. 69, she's saying. Alec, no, on his own. Half an hour ago, pains, chest, arm, and then I wake up. And I'm lying in bed. But it's not my bed. These are starchy sheets round my mouth. The smell of some different detergent. It's not bold, that's for sure. And the pillow's firm. Foam, I think. There's a lot of noises. Only they're quiet noises. They're all a long way from me. People busy. Something. A couple of women laughing. Doors swinging. I can tell I'm in a big room, and beeps. I can hear beeps. Electronic beeps. Hello, Dad. It's Lisa's voice from somewhere close by. On the left of me. No, to the right. I move my head to try and see where she is, but I've got some sort of tube around my head and under my nose and something blowing air up into my nostrils. Then Lisa leans in and I see her face, and I feel her hand in mine again. She speaks really softly, like I'm very delicate or something. How are you feeling? She says. Oh, you gave us a bit of a scare. Oh, my hand goes up to my nose to try and clear the thing away, but don't pull it, Dad. It's just some oxygen to help you breathe. There's a drip in your arm too. You were a bit dehydrated, they said, but nothing to worry about. I can feel a word in my mouth. It's like it needs to come out, even though I don't know what it is yet. You're at the Princess Royal, Dad, in Hull. They brought you to Hull. You've had a heart attack. Not too severe, they said, but bad enough. It's lucky you phoned me just when you did. The word comes out. Jill. Mum? What about Mum? I can't think what else to say. Jill. I think you need to get some rest, don't you? Doctor said for you to get as much rest as you can. She sits there, quiet for a moment. I can feel her thumb on the back of my hand, rubbing across my knuckles. I look at her and I don't know why, but tears come into my eyes. She sees them. I can see she starts to well up too. Oh, don't cry, Dad, she says. You'll set me off.